Hey there friends, you're here with the Treasure Bell. Today I'm opening a pack of Strixhaven. You know that Strixhaven is one of my favorite sets. I've been putting a lot of it in my Simic deck and I'm excited to see what I pull out of it today. So here we go, let's hope for some green and blue. That being said, I think I'm overdue to build another deck soon. I also need to make a 1v1 deck for when I can't get a crew together. But right now, you know, I typically play Commander and let's start this off. Whoops. So the first thing that we have in here is a Teach by Example. When you cast your next instant or sorcery spell this turn, copy that spell. You may choose a new target for the copy. That's a fun card. Here we go. We have a Silver Quill Pledge Mage. White and black is so sneaky. Creature, a vampire cleric. See, a vampire cleric. It's just wild when you combine white and black. Did I say blue? White and black is what I meant. Magecraft, whenever you cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell, Silver Quill Pledge Master, Pledge Mage, excuse me. I think I have a Pledge Master and something else. Gains your choice of flying or lifelink until end of turn. Well, that's exciting. That's an exciting little skill there. Here we have another red-blue card, Spectacle Mage, flying. Instant and sorcery spells you cast with mana value 5 or greater cost 1 less to cast. That would be terrible in my Simic deck. I realized it couldn't even go in there, but I need them to cost 5 so that my Gandalf triggers. Spectre of the Fens. Creature Spectre, flying, pay 5 and a swamp. Target opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. So that's one way to drain a little lifey life from your opponent. Here we have Stone Rise Spirit, creature Spirit Bird, flying, pay 4, exile a card from your graveyard. Target creature gains flying until end of turn. That seems a bit expensive. Could be interesting, but expensive in my books. Here we go, Frost Trickster. Creature Bird Wizard. We got the Bird Wizard. Flying, when Frost Trickster enters the battlefield, tap target creature an opponent controls. That creature doesn't untap during its controller's next untap step. I like that with those cards. I like when you have your creature just sitting in front of you and you can't do much with it. So I like that. Fuming Effigy. This card feels thick. I don't know why. It just feels kind of thick. Creature Spirit. Whenever one or more cards leave your graveyard, a Fuming Effigy deals 1 damage to each opponent. Well, that's fun. Just a little pokey poke there with this Fuming Effigy. Now we have a Leech Fanatic. Creature Human Warlock. As long as it's your turn, Leech Fanatic has lifelink. Always fun. Always fun to have lifelink. Ooh, green card. Spring Mane Servant. I'm not sure what this animal is. An elk. Creature elk. Sorry, I'm going to try and make this not move. There we go. I love the art on this one. I think it's pretty. When Springmane Servant enters the battlefield, you gain 2 life. So just a little boosty boost. Sounds like it. Looks like it has like a healing properties with its beautiful aesthetic. We have another blue-red Elemental Summoning. Sorcery Lesson. Create a 4/4 blue and red elemental creature token. Unfortunately, I don't find lessons as great in Commander because you can play lessons using other cards from your sideboard from what I understand, but since you don't have a sideboard, they are less exciting to me. Here we have a black and green. I would love to make a black and green deck because I love nature, and then black is kind of like pestilent, so it's still like organic. I like to make kind of like a pestilency kind of deck. This spell, not the card pestilence, just the adjective, if that is an adjective, I think, or is it a thing? I don't know. I digress. Carrying on. This spell costs 2 less to cast if you gained life this turn. Destroy target non-land permanent. Very cheap if you have gained life this turn, and then you can destroy something, which is really nice. It's Mortality Spear. I like the art on that one too. Now we have Tenured Inkcaster. Let's see what this one does. Creature Vampire Warlock. When Tenured Inkcaster enters the battlefield, put a 1/1 counter on target creature. Whenever a creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it attacks, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Well, that seems pretty brutal because there's a lot of way to get counters in this game. That's pretty cool. I think I like this Tenured Inkcaster. They're like tenured and they're just like, I'll do what I want. So here we go. What do we have next? So we have Academic Dispute. It's a 1 cost, always like a good instant 1 cost. What does that do? Target creature blocks its turn. If able, you may have it gain reach until end of turn. That's kind of fun. You can kill something on the board if you want it dead. And it also has learn. Plarg, Dean of Chaos. Oh, it is a double-sided card. So here we have Plarg. Plarg sounds kind of like a Klingon, in my personal opinion. Legendary creature, Orc Shaman. I mean, an orc, that also works. Discard a card. You tap it to discard a card and draw a card. Okay, and then if you pay 4 and a red, you can tap it to reveal reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a non-legendary, non-land card with mana value 3 or less. You may cast that card without paying its mana cost. Put all revealed cards not cast this way on the bottom of your library in a random order. I actually might make a deck with this. You know why? That sounds fun to me. That sounds fun. I just think it sounds fun. And you can draw cards and kind of, I think this could be an interesting red deck. On the other side, we have Augusta, Dean of Order. Legendary creature, human cleric. Other tapped creatures you control get +1/+0. Other untapped creatures you get to control get +0/+1. Whenever you attack, untap each creature you control. Then tap any number of creatures you control. Huh. That's interesting. That's an interesting kind of do this, do that choices. There's a little blanky blank here. I guess maybe you can make that into to represent a double-faced card. Interesting. I want to get some whiteboard cards for when I do copies and just like do a little write out, because I copy a lot of things in my current deck. And ooh, we have a rare blue, and I think it's exciting. I don't know what it does, but the art is cool, and I want to see if it goes in my deck. Blue Sun's Zenith. Instant. Target player draws X cards. Shuffle Blue Sun's Zenith into its owner's library. I love this. I love this because in my Simic deck, I copy cards based on Gandalf if they cost 5 or more, and I have quite a bit of ramp and ability to get a lot of mana, and I often run out of cards, and I've been having trouble with the balance. I do have cards to draw things, to make me draw more cards, but I'm just having trouble with the balance, and I could make this cost 5, which I think, or more, if I wanted more, which I think will trigger my Gandalf, which is awesome, and I'd get cards. So I think this will most likely find a home in my deck. As you can see, my deck is a constant work in progress, and eventually it'll make sense. So thank you for being here with me. That was my deck of Strixhaven. I'm trying to find the pack, but I don't know where I shoved it. Anyway, I hope to see you again soon for the next card opening. Take care.